back in that pack.
Look at Ward up high in the yellow car.
Kenny down low. Both those guys are very aggressive on restarts.
Davey Hamilton trying to hold.
He's got to get her back up before they get to the middle of that corner. Davey's got his hands full. They're going on both sides of him.
Well, that's what he did.
Here comes Dismore.
And here comes Mark Dismore up the outside.
Well, again, those two, the guys in front of him are battling for position, and it blows a big hole in the air, and just gives that guy in the back a good run.
Now Dismore, the second car in line, is trying to get back on the lead lap. So Hamilton, trouble. Turn 2, back straightaway.
4 or 5 cars.
Turn 2.
Going into the wall is Greco. Into the inside wall hard.
All the way down the backstretch.
Billy Boat is involved.
Right away.
And that is Greco's car on fire. A wheel goes rolling without a race car. One car went upside down. That's Robby Unser. And that is Marco Greco's car in flames, and he is out of the car walking away.
Well, that's a good sign. He's out.
Robby Unser climbing out. Billy Boat climbing out.
There's Billy.
Now he's the driver just a couple of races ago broke the left femur, the thigh bone, but you can see Boat is okay. Look at the right side of that car. It is not.
No, but that limp, you see him limp a little bit, but that's from a previous crash, so it doesn't look like it's damaged the injury any more severe.
It appeared there was a car like it actually turned upside down in two, but
well, these guys have been running so close all night, and they were bunched up on a restart, and one guy gets in trouble, and it really compounds the situation when they're running this close all night long.
There's certainly no room for error.
Now here's the bottom of the screen, Robby Unser and Billy Boat discussing what happened. Robbie's doing the talking, and Billy doesn't want to hear it.
It doesn't look like Billy wants to talk about it quite as much. Shaking his head. I don't know. But there he goes. He gave him a little signal to Robby, like, no problem.
The best news is Billy's, in fact, I think he's walking a little better than he does with the cane.
Well,
that he is okay. That's the big thing.
You have a little adrenaline flow when you get involved in these situations. So
now there's Robby talking to Marco Greco. And Marco making the motion as if Robby chopped down on him.
It feels like might be a little disagreement on how that thing started. Ooh, Billy. There's Billy Boat. He doesn't like how he was involved in that situation.
He's giving Marco an earful, and
well, look at Robby Unser. I mean, he wasn't sure that Billy Boat was exactly correct on his view of that accident, so it isn't over yet.
Well, we've got everybody at the Speedway in this discussion except Evander. Now,
well, there's A.J. Foyt in the scoring stand. He's trying to figure out what might have happened out there.
And again, varying views on what happened among the 3 drivers involved. Robby Unser, Billy Boat, Marco Greco. All 3 are okay.
That's Robby Unser in the yellow.
And it's possible that Steve Knapp was involved. That car has not come around the Speedway.
Robby's a lot like his dad, Bobby. He likes to talk quite a bit, and there's some situations where the less you say, the better off you are.
That's generally the case.
So everybody will get the ride back to the pits into the care center to be checked over. Vince?
Down here with Dane Hart, chief mechanic for Robby Unser. Dane, did you get some communication on the radio with Robby as to maybe what might have occurred out there?
Yeah, well, I guess it wasn't team cheapest night, especially for Eddie, for Robby. Eddie's having a good race. Robby just got caught up in some traffic. You know, we went 20 laps down because of a fuel problem. I guess it's just not our night.
Did Robby give any indication as to whether he got caught up in it, or maybe someone came into him, how it occurred?
Well, he came on the radio and said there was an accident in front of him, and he just couldn't avoid it. And you know, when you're having a bad night, that's just racing, I guess.
Not Robby Unser's night tonight. Let's see if the car owner, Eddie Cheever, has a better finish.
Well, folks, we'll let you make up your own minds. Let's show you what happened.
That's Billy Boat in the green car trying to get around the outside of Greco. Oh, and he just doesn't clear him. They touched wheels, and look at it, vault Greco into the air. But that's a tough one. Billy I think thought he was clear of him, and he wasn't. They just touched wheels, and that started the chain reaction. A lot of stuff going on behind these two right now.
Now, very hard to tell from that angle, as A.J. Foyt looking on as we are, whether Billy Boat came down or whether Greco came up. Hard to say. Let's have another look when we come back. Welcome back to Atlanta. Mike Joy with Tom Sneva, and Greg Ray has joined us here in the booth. 3 cars eliminated in this backstretch crash coming out of turn number 2. Billy Boat is trying to lap the red car of Marco Greco. Watch the white marks on the asphalt. May help give you some indication as to where the drivers are on the width of the speedway.
Again, Billy on the outside. The car's wiggling a little bit, but he feels, I think, that he gets by. They're exiting the corner. It's a tough one. They don't clear each other, and you know, I don't know if Billy might not have given him enough room or thought he was a little farther on and by him.
And there's Robby Unser, who takes the big slide and turns over.
Wow, that thing is almost on its head, but it rights itself.
Robbie Buell sneaks by on the bottom, dodges a few errant wheels.
He might have had his eyes closed there for a couple seconds.
Ralph?
Well, A.J. Foyt is the car owner for Billy Boat. A.J., you've had a chance to look at the replay. What do you think?
Well, you've seen him going by the outside, though. The guy's 3 or 4 laps down, and I don't know what he's racing that hard for. It's right at the end of the day, and Billy drove hard, consistent to get the lap back when we stalled at the pits. It's just one of the misfortune things. It just makes you sick to see something like that happen.
I saw you smile a little bit when Billy was talking to Greco. I think you like the spunk in your driver, huh?
Well, I like the spunk of him, but what I smile about, you know, he's just now getting over injuries. He's not hurt, and thank God for that. Nobody was hurt. That's the biggest thing. You know, these racing accidents can happen, but as long as nobody gets hurt, that makes me happy.
Okay, let's talk about the car you still got in the race. Is Kenny Brack in a good position now to go the rest of the way with fuel and tires?
Yeah, we're fine with fuel. We're not handling like we want to, and the biggest thing right now, we're going to do the best we can, but don't count him out yet.
All right, A.J. hasn't lost his focus. He's got one more car with a chance to win here in Atlanta.
Pole sitter for the first Indycar race ever here at Atlanta, at the Atlanta Motor Speedway, that is. A.J. Foyt. Welcome back to Atlanta, where cleanup continues on the back straightaway from a 4-car incident. Now, the car that was sliding along the wall in the backstretch was not Robby Unser. That was the number 18 of Steve Knapp. That was up and in the wall and lost a couple of wheels. Unser's car slid down to the bottom of the racetrack, inside of the racetrack, and stopped. So let's show you this one more time. It was Steve Knapp and not Robby Unser. The yellow car that was up and on the outside retaining wall. Here again is Billy Boat passing Marco Greco.
See, this is where it starts. These two get together. Billy thinks he's by. They're not quite by. Again, the air off these cars, though, will make them bobble or jump around a little bit, so you just got to give each other room, and it's tough at speed. He launches Greco. Now they're just hanging on. Now there's a lot of stuff going on behind this that we don't quite see yet from this angle.
There's Greco to the inside wall. Now there's Knapp. See, Unser is backwards on the racetrack, but it's Knapp that goes down on the right side, flips it back over.
And you can see the parts and pieces just fly off this car.
Well, good thing. That helps dissipate the energy.
Well, that's what it's designed to do.
And Vince can update us from the hospital area. Vince?
Well, Marco Greco, Robby Unser, and Billy Boat all walked in under their own power. Steve Knapp was taken in on a stretcher. We've not had any word yet as to their condition. Marco Greco is getting ready to come out here on the golf cart. So let's see if we can get a quick word with Marco as to exactly what happened. Marco, explain to us what occurred out there.
I don't know. I just know that my spots say Billy Boat is coming outside, so let him go outside. So I keep my inside, and then suddenly somebody touches something, and I don't know how to say that.
Did Boat come down on you?
I cannot say that. It's difficult for me to say. I only seen the videotape, but, you know, I don't know.
Any indication as to whether Steve Knapp was okay?
Yeah, he seems okay. He's awake, but the rest of it, I don't know. I can't say, but he seems okay.
Glad that you made it out okay as well, Marco. We'll follow up with Steve Knapp and the others as they come out of the hospital area.
Thanks, Vince. So that's good news from the care center area.
Well, it really is. Steve took a real tough shot at Dover and put him out with a concussion for a race or so. So You know, it's tough sledding out there. These guys run hard and run right on the ragged edge, and it doesn't take much to get over that edge.
So for the cars that remain, they're